Hello everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. Today I'm going to do the most Christmassy of Christmassy soaps that I'm going to make. I made this, I want to say 2 years back. I called it Christmas Spirit, but I found a better fragrance oil for it this year, so this is like the most, Christmassy looking soap that I make. I'm actually going to be soaping at room temperature today. I just mixed up the oils a little bit, and now I'm going to be pouring in the lye water solution. Get all that out of there. So now let's mix this up. Now that the soap is mixed up, I am going to pour it into some of these containers here. I'm just going to be pouring into 2 containers because all the rest of it is going to be colored white. Actually, I think I can go ahead and bring my 3rd container in. So my soap batter is starting to look a little separated, which happens whenever you soap at room temperature. At least it happens to me a lot with my particular soap recipe. I never worry about it. Once you mix it up with the fragrance oil and then mix it up with the colorants, it's gonna be just fine. Unless something has gone wrong with your measuring, in which case it will not be just fine. Okay, so I have these 3 containers. So in the first one, I'm going to put the white. There's the first one. Then in the second one, I'm going to put the red. This is the really red mica from Nurture Soap, my favorite red. And then I have a mix of greens here. I have green vibrance, and then I have 2 other greens that I cannot remember the name of, so I will just have to leave links to them down in the description box. These are like the perfect Christmassy colors. So now that I've mixed it up, I'm going to take my stick blender apart, put it over here. I'm getting my other 2 spatulas there, and then I'm going to pour equal amounts of fragrance oil into each of these. I hope this doesn't turn the soap different colors, but it very well might. Especially the white. I'm pretty sure that's gonna go a cream. This fragrance oil though, even if it does discolor, it's worth it because it is the perfect Christmas fragrance oil. It's got orange and clove and cranberry and a little bit of pine. It's just, oh my gosh, it's so delightful. It's just so delightful. So I thought, hey, it's worth the discoloration when the fragrance oil really does remind one of Christmas so very much. I'm going to do a hanger swirl, or rather, I should say, I'm going to attempt to do a hanger swirl. I've never been very good at those, but I thought for this, I don't know, hanger swirls always sort of remind me of like the peppermint ribbon candy that you see in like candy shops that you can buy. And those are always like, they remind me very much of Christmas, so that's what I'm going to try to do. Okay, all mixed up, time to begin pouring. I think I'm going to start with the green. That seems like a nice color to start with. So I'm going to pour about that much, which should move around and be just enough to sort of cover the bottom. These are not going to be perfectly even. Y'all know my style. It's very not perfect. I changed my mind. I'm adding more than that. I feel like this is still too liquidy, but I kind of don't really have a choice, so I'm just going to start pouring this in, and it's probably going to displace a little. Yeah, this is displacing too much. I'm going to have to wait. I don't really have any time to wait, so off we go. This is going to be a very interesting looking soap because the lines are not going to be very sharp at all. So for those who have never seen soap making before and are wondering why on earth does the white set up that fast, it's because the colorant that I have in there called titanium dioxide, that's just the nature of the colorant. It kind of just thickens stuff up faster. It's not a problem necessarily, but it is something to know. That way, if you're going to make a soap that you want to look a certain way, you can prepare in advance for that. I'm going to try to pat this red out just a little bit. Putting it on top of the white, I think, was a good idea because then I can move it a little more freely. now that everything has been poured, it's time to do a swirl. So I have this hanger tool. This is from Brambleberry. And I'm just going to go down and up. We'll see how that looks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Fingers crossed. Also, when you do a hanger swirl, you want to make sure you tap it down. I'm not going to do that on camera actually because that's going to be really loud, but make sure you tap it down so that any air bubbles you might have gotten incorporated get out. Righto, time for me to mix up the piping and then we'll come back and put a beautimous top on. I am actually back the next day to do the piping. Due to some unforeseen events, I was not able to pipe these yesterday. So, in case anyone was wondering, if you wanted to use my soap recipe, but you didn't want to pipe the top, or you wanted to pipe on hard soap or soap that had, like, you know, saponified overnight, number one, this is what the top of the soap looks like even if you don't spray with rubbing alcohol. So the soap recipe down below does not really ash that much, which I know a lot of people find really irritating. So I didn't even spray this, and this is what it looks like. And then if you want to pipe on it, you do need to spray the top. I always spritz really, really generously because I find that it really helps the soap to stick. And yes, you can pipe the second day. Now my piping that I'm about to do right now is really liquidy, way more than I would normally do, but I am in a rush. It was just poor planning on my part. I forgot that Caleb was getting home early today and that I have to go pick him up, and I normally go pick him up at 2:30, but I am picking him up at 12 today, so I thought I had plenty of time, and I completely forgot that I do not have plenty of time. So I'm piping with the large round tip that comes in the Royalty Soaps piping set. This is my favorite tip for doing round, kind of globby looking piping, especially if you're going to add like a mica drizzle on top. This is the one I recommend because it looks really nice. Now I wanted to ask you guys, I have already made all my peppermint soap for the year, but it looks pretty similar to how it always does, and I didn't want to bore you guys with watching the same content over and over and over again. So let me know down in the comments below. I am going to leave 2 comments from the Royalty Soaps channel. One is going to say something to the effect of, yes, show us the video, and one is just like, no thanks, we've seen it already. And so you can thumbs up whichever one you want to vote for that, because again, I don't want to upload that video that I filmed if you guys are like, yeah, whatever, we've seen it already. Because I filmed that a few days ago, and I just thought, I don't want to upload that if they're like, yeah, whatever, we get the point. You use red and white and swirl it like everyone else's peppermint soap. Oh, I love this. I wish I had like time to simmer down and enjoy piping this. I feel so rushed, but it looks so marshmallowy and so Christmassy. So this is the holiday cheer. I have the peppermint candy. I'm going to do another soap called Gingerbread Village. I actually like hand painted every single little gingerbread man that's going to be on there, which took forever, but they look really, really nice. I'm going to do an Ice Castle soap, but I'm changing the fragrance. I'm not a huge fan of that fragrance anymore that I've continued to use throughout the years. I wanted to kind of change it up, so we're going with something just a touch more citrusy. So I'm gonna do, so that's right, okay, so that's like what? That's 5 soaps. We got the Holiday Cheer, Peppermint Candy, Gingerbread Village, Ice Castle, and there's one more. Oh crap, there's my phone. It's probably Caleb wanting me to leave, but I can't. Hello? Oh, good. Because I was going to have to call you and tell you that I have to wait. I have to wait. I'm piping right now, like filming and piping. Awesome. Thank you. Bye. Ha ha! He was calling to tell me I have more time. Thank goodness. I was so concerned. I thought at first I was going to put a mica drizzle on this soap, but now I'm like really loving these little jojoba beads in here. Both of these jojoba beads are from Brambleberry, and I really like them. So I think I'm just gonna leave the top plain and then put the little embeds on top with like some biodegradable glitter. It's so hard to get these end ones done. They're very clumped together there at the end. I'm always afraid they're gonna fall right off. Okay, final little plop here on top. Haha, rhyming so good. Right, oh, so now that everything is piped, I'm going to put on the glitter. This is a mix of a few different biodegradable glitters that I mixed up myself. I think biodegradable glitter is awesome, plus, you know, it's better for the environment or whatever, but the one thing I can complain about is that it gets everywhere. It goes airborne so quickly. I'm actually going to take my 1/4 of a teaspoon measure and kind of sprinkle it like this. I think the coverage is a little bit better and it doesn't get everything just so darn glittery. So I'm going to set that with some rubbing alcohol just to make sure it all stays in place really well and stops flying around. And then I have here all my little soapy embeds, so I'm going to start putting those in. I think I'm going to put green on the ends. Why? I don't know. Because green is my favorite color. The fall release is on Tuesday, you guys. So y'all will be watching this on Saturday, probably. The soapy release plus perfume oils and lotions and sugar scrubs for all the fall fragrances are released on November 1st. So that's when you can get the 3 fall soaps that I made on this channel. So many people ask me when soaps are going to be available, and sometimes I just forget to say it in the videos, because also, like, I don't want to promote myself too much. Like, I am mainly making the video just so that you can be entertained. Like, that is the point of the video. And, you know, if I make a sale from it, that's good and whatever, but I know some people don't have extra money to throw out on artisan soaps, and I get that, and I don't, you know, that's one of the reasons why I don't really market myself per se, because I don't like convincing people that they need something that they don't need, and this is definitely a luxury item that you don't need, so I don't like that being like a main focus of a channel, is just self-promotion. So sometimes I forget to say, just because I'm not in the habit of doing so, but yeah, if that is something y'all want to know, then I'll keep trying to remember to do that in the future. Okay, so I'm going to give one more spritz, and I think we're going to call that good. Ta-da! Holiday cheer in the mold. Really like this. It's so simple, but it's so festive at the same time. And the glitter on top really brings it together. Reminds me of like frosted snow peaks. Now I'm going to wait another 18 hours to cut this. It's really hard to do because the bottom has already sat for 48 hours, or no, 24 hours. And I'm really dying to see the inside, but I'm going to wait till everything's completely hard, and then we'll come back tomorrow to cut these bars. Oh, I started cutting and I didn't say anything. Whoops! We're back a little bit later to cut these soaps. Caleb's standing here with me, and it smells so good. It smells exactly like Christmas. Pring! Okay, so let's come down here, get one of these bars out. Ta-da!
Well, that looks way better than the ones on the shelf that I wasn't supposed to see.
Thank you, Caleb, for saying that out loud.
Yeah, the other one is... Whatever, you can cut out whatever audio you want.
The thing is that the ones from the middle always look better than the ones from the end.
Oh,
so
is that
Caleb,
what that one is?
yeah, Caleb's looking at the end pieces on the shelf over there.
bad.
But come here and smell it. Come here and smell it. See what you think.
Oh yeah, it's Christmas.
Christmas. So this is the first of the Christmas soaps. Again, if you want to see the peppermint one, let me know. I'll leave those 2 comments down in the comments down below. Thanks very much for watching. I surely do appreciate it. And I think the next soap that we're going to watch, if we don't watch the peppermint candy one, we're going to do the gingerbread village because I'm really excited about that one. So I think I'm going to go ahead and make that one next. I hope you guys have a royal day. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, maybe even leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.